I'm going to show you every gift I got, every pair of sunglasses, and just everything. I don't care if it takes that's another thing I stress out about, is how long it's going to take. So it may be a 3-parter, but I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to enjoy it and visit with you guys, because I haven't been here all week. When, you know, I always think I'm going to be able to make videos, but when everybody's here and they're like, they wake up ready to go do something, they never want to wait for me. And then that puts me, you know, I always think, well, I'll make one tomorrow. But anyway, so I hope you've had a good week, and happy Good Friday and happy Easter and all that kind of good stuff. So I tried to get a little organized, but I'm really not when it comes to everything I put here. A lot of stuff I had put up thinking, oh, won't show them that, because, you know, I never want to overwhelm you. But I brought a lot of things out because there's a lot of things that I have used that I really like. So I'm just going to start off, and I don't know if I'm going to split this up into makeup. Let me do that. I'll split it up into makeup and, you know, skincare and everything like that. And then I'll do try to do another one with accessories and clothes and shoes, because you guys know that I went to Saks this week. Brooke's birthday was St. Patrick's Day, and she turned 15, and her favorite place to shop is in Raleigh and in Durham. We like to hit Saks first, and then usually we go inside that mall and go to H&M, but this time we weren't going to stay overnight, so we just went to Saks, and then we went to the Streets at South Point. It's a mall that has a Nordstrom, but they have good makeup, like they had a Dior Counter and stuff like that. And then we like to go to, or she likes to go to Urban Outfitters and Free People, and I love the Solstice sunglass place. It's kind of like Sunglass Hut, but kicked up just one notch. And so that's what she wanted to do for her birthday, and the main thing she wanted to do was go eat at Cheesecake Factory. She loves the macaroni and cheese, fried macaroni and cheese balls, and the nachos and stuff. So we told her on her birthday that we would do that, you know, coming up, and we actually were going to do it on that weekend, but she said no, she wanted to wait for spring break, because she didn't want to, you know, like waste a whole weekend. You know, she wanted to be able to come back and enjoy her things and all kinds of stuff like that. So that is what we did, and we just made it real special for her, and so did Saks, made it real special for her too. But so I'm not exactly sure where I was going with this, what I was going to show first. But what I'm going to go ahead and show first is, before we went, I think last Friday or Saturday, I got a surprise package from Safu at Saks. And that is who I first connected with, Nordine at Saks. And it was just on a fluke. You know, I didn't even realize that North Carolina had a Saks. And I called there and I spoke with Nordine. And that's who I bought like my Valentino bag and several pairs of shoes from. And then he ended up leaving. I think him and his wife had adopted some children, and he had to go out of town a lot. And so I had met Safu when I was there, and so I ended up starting to work with Safu, who I enjoy working with so much. And we are, as a family, we're very loyal. We like to have a certain waitress that we're loyal to. We, you know, and everywhere I go, I like to form a connection with someone and, you know, shop with that person. And so at Saks, I've kind of formed a relationship with Safu for shoes and bags. And then Twee, she is the first person I met the very first time I walked in Saks. She was working in the clothing department, and she is the sweetest thing, and she is very good at helping me. And so both of them I can text at any moment when I'm thinking of something, or I see something that I want, and they're right there ready to help me. And a lot of times I could go online and I could order my own, you know, lip liner or lipstick or t-shirt or pair of shoes, but I would much rather work with them, give them the business, and it's just, I don't know, it's just, I enjoy shopping that way. So that package that he sent me was like a thank you for shopping at their store and shopping with him and Twee. And I will put a picture of it, let's see, right here. and it was so pretty. And I've got the champagne in there. I've already unpacked it because I actually used, this is the basket that it came in. It was so pretty. And they sent me the best bag of goodies. Okay, first they sent me this, which is just, I mean, I was speechless. It is the Chanel La Creme Sublimage Texture Supreme. And this is a very expensive skin cream that I probably would have never tried, but it gets great reviews. And I know that Michelle, Makeup MLC, she loves this line. She uses the eye cream. And they also sent me a little sample of the cleansing lotion, the toner lotion, and then the eye cream. And I don't think I brought that out here, but, and then this resurfacing cream, which is just heavenly. And I didn't use it last night. I've been kind of alternating because I have to use my Rafisa or my skin will break out. And then I want to use, I've still been enjoying my tanning using the, gosh, you guys know that cream that I've been using, the CeraVe cream with my Clarins tanning drops in it. And then this. So what I've been doing is kind of alternating nights. And this feels so good, and it gets such good reviews, especially to be as expensive as it is. So I am anxious to try this and let you know what I think. So far, I love the eye cream. It's glorious, and so is this. So this is one thing that they sent me. And then they sent me these fragrance samples from Creed, which is a really nice, very, I hate to say strong, but very intense fragrance, kind of like Bond No. 9. That's what I kind of compare it to, and I haven't tried these yet. Then they sent me this fragrance, Carven L'Eau de Toilette, and I unwrapped it and I smelled it, but I haven't worn it yet because I have been hung up on another sample that I got when I was there. But so they sent me this one. So if you like any of these, let me know, let me know what you think. And then this one is Agent Provocateur Fatale. Racy, huh? That must be a sexy scent. And then they sent me lots of Bobbi Brown samples. I actually used one of these today because they had fixed, I'll kind of get to that, but they fixed Brooke a little birthday surprise, and they had some of these. And then Twee had fixed me another little sample packet with some of these in there. And so today I used the Steel ink. And I ended up having to go over my eyeliner with a little bit of black because of the eyelashes. When I wear false lashes, I really need black to kind of, these are the self-adhesive, and to hide that band, you really need black. So next time I'll try the black ink, but it comes with a little brush and everything, which I have the Bobbi Brown liner brush, but it's nice. So I did use it just so I could tell you that if you get this, it's really nice. So they sent me that. And then this, the facial treatment mask by SK2. Okay, this, I've seen you guys get these. This little Rouge Cocoa, and I believe it's like a red. I love Chanel, a little, I love these little sample packets. But I was looking on the website, and they have come out with some new Rouge Cocos in these, the guys' names. And this is Arthur. And this is a beautiful bright red, a good summery red. It would actually look good today. I haven't, I've been doing the 30 days, 30 lips thing on my Instagram, and you're probably wondering why I haven't worn any of those beautiful bright colors that I've been sent by Estee Lauder and Burberry. And it's because I've been with John, and when I'm with him, I like to wear things that he likes. So next week when I'm on my own and he's at work, then I'll wear some of those brighter colors. So okay, so that, and then this little precious Bobbi Brown sample bronzer in medium. And I could have used that today because I really needed to. I used a different tanner last night. I've run out of my Clarins, which I need to go get some more. And this weekend, I believe it started yesterday, is the big event at Dillards, where the more you spend, the more you save. I believe it's 20% off of all of their Clarisonic, their fragrance, and all of their makeup, not just Dior, but all of it. So I will put Selena's name down below in case you want to call her, but I am going to take advantage of that sale and get some more Clarins tanning because I loved it. But last night I used the tanning lotion that Tina Penumbra Doll sent me, and I'll put the name of it right here. And it's really neat. You put it on, it's almost like you went and got a spray tan, because you put it on and then you leave it on at least 1 hour. It probably would have done better if I left it on for more, but I just could do like an hour and a half, and then you get in the shower and wash it off. So that's what I did, and it really, you know, bronzed me up, so I really had to bronze my face today. So anyway, I will save this because I will use it. And then this precious little Bobbi Brown face blender brush, which is perfect for your purse or something like that. And then, gosh, was there anything else? I'm sure there was. I'm sure there was something else in there that I am missing. But so thank you to Saks for sending me that. That was so nice, and I enjoy every minute of shopping with them. So I'm going to go put some of this stuff up. I'm going to go ahead and show you these. When we went to Saks, I'd called ahead or texted Twee ahead of time and told her I wanted to try this. My friend Elizabeth had just bought the full size of this, and I was interested in trying it. It is the Gardenia Rattan, and it says Gardenia Rattan captures the spirit of summer like a breath of sea spray. Sparkling wet marine notes envelop the senses, while a gentle blend of white flowers including gardenia, which I love, tuberose, and Tierra Tahiti exude lush femininity. Amber adds rich texture like last warming rays of the perfect summer day. I mean, that is just like perfectly explains what I want in a summer fragrance. And it is amazing. Matter of fact, I'm going to get the full size. They come with nice samples, and it smells like a beautiful flowery, it's not a floral, but it just makes you think of a beautiful fresh summer day at the beach. It has just a little bit of Bobbi Brown beach kind of hint to it, I guess, with the gardenia, and it's just beautiful. And when I told Elizabeth that I had gotten it, she said that she loved it, and she loved it because it doesn't last. It's not the most lasting fragrance, and she said she liked that because she could wear it during the day and then change to something else at night. And I like it because I have worn it now 3 times, and it hasn't affected John's sinuses or Brooks. Both of them know I love this, and I love it so much I have not even tried the other 2 that she gave me, and both of them I think I'm going to like. It's a lilac path. I am going to be probably interrupted a little bit. That's okay. And then this one is the I'm going to say Ikat Jasmine. So if you love any of these, let me know. And thank you for Twee for getting those ready for me. And one of the most exciting things I had to tell you about is one of you made a very good point when I was talking about not liking the new Laura Mercier, that it was just too liquidy and too moisturizing feeling, and it just wasn't what I was used to with the Silk Cream. You mentioned that the old formula is oil-free. So I thought, well, I'll try a sample of the new oil-free. And so I got a sample that day, which was that Tuesday, and I have worn it for the past 2 days, and I absolutely love it. I have it on today, and it is gorgeous. Now, it is not quite as luminous as and creamy as the other. It's definitely got that texture, you know, with all of these new oil-free, but it's still much prettier than any of them, and has coverage that is, yesterday I used it, and I used it with a just regular, one of my Sedona lace, you know, kind of like a buffer, flat buffer. It was an angled buffer brush, and I really put on too much. So today I used my regular buffing, you know, bronzer brush that I have from Sephora that I usually use with my Laura Mercier, and kind of buffed it into the skin more. And the coverage is out of this world. I would say it's definitely medium to full. And so that's what I have on today, and I wore yesterday, and I love it. So I got that sample, and I'm definitely ordering the full size of that. So on my way just to put that stuff up, I put on a few more spritzes of that Gardenia, the one I just showed you that I liked, and it really, this is the best way I can describe it. It makes you feel beautiful. It just is the most, oh, it just smells so good. I really recommend you get a sample of that, or just if you like the same things I do. I'm sorry, I have a piece of hair like right here that is bothering me. If you like the same things I do, you will love that. Okay, this is something that I got last week, and I had it out here to show you, but I had not tried it yet, and I was a little ashamed of myself for getting it, even though I used points, and I think I got $16 off of it or something like that. But I thought, gosh, as many eyeshadows as I've gotten, I did not need another eyeshadow palette. So it was sitting out here, and I thought the other day, I think it was the day that we went to Raleigh, I thought I'm going to try that. It is the new Too Faced Natural Matte palette, and it is gorgeous. These colors are just out of this world. They are very, very, it's what I've got on today, very sexy colors. You know, they're like that deep, like this one, risque and strapless. Just beautiful. I have used, I think, every color in here except for chocolate cookie maybe. But even yesterday I used that nude underneath my eye just to put that little bit of shadow underneath there. It was just gorgeous. So if you have been looking at this and thinking you just didn't need another palette, it's worth it. It's beautiful. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you what my friend Elizabeth sent me. She sent me a box. I got it, I believe, day before yesterday. She went shopping and went and stayed in Beverly Hills over the weekend and picked me up some goodies. And this is one of them, and it is the Orly Rage. And I think I may have had this a long time ago in the little teeny bottle. And I do not remember liking it this much, but it may be because I've let my fingernails grow out. And so this is it. I painted them night before last, and normally I would change. Sometimes I change my fingernail polish every night just because I love nail polish and I'm just that way. But I love this so much that I kept it on, and it is just gorgeous. The way she described it was a rose silver instead of rose gold, and that is the way it is. She's been real into metallics lately, and this would look really good on your toes too. So love that. And then she sent me this, which smells divine. It is a peach candle from Archipelago. I don't know how to pronounce this. You guys will know. But oh, it smells so good. And she said that it wasn't too, she knows, she has a John too, she knows that, you know, you want it to be fragrant, but you don't want it to be just crazy fragrant and offensive. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it just smells like peaches, but it is just wonderful. It smells, it's not too sweet. It smells like a true peach, actually. And so I just started burning a beachy Bath and Body Works one that Brooke had picked out. So when that one gets through, I'm going to start with this. It's not going to be as easy as I thought. I keep getting interrupted. Okay, then the last thing that she sent me is this, and this is my first Gucci lipstick. I just ordered I should have brought it out here, but Natalie Krishna, I believe, is her YouTube name. She did a video on her favorite nudes, and she showed a lip liner that is a Gucci lip liner that she says was great, and it's called Soft Cameo. And I ordered that. See, I just texted Twee and I asked her to order it for me, and it came right to my door, and I didn't even have to do anything. And that way she gets the sale too. So I got that last week, and it is a beautiful, beautiful. If you get a chance to check it out, please do. And then Elizabeth sent me this lipstick, which is my first Gucci lipstick, and it's number 300, and the name is, it's one of her favorites. It's Exposure. Gorgeous. I mean, it is a beautiful pink lipstick, like a nudie pink, and the texture is, here, I'll swatch it. I don't know if it's going to show as good as it does. It's just a beautiful blue pink, but it's still, it's not crazy. I mean, it's not like Snob or Lingerie Pink or any of those. It's a very wearable, and especially with that, let me go get that lip liner so I can show you, because it is so pretty, and I have enjoyed it with so many of like my Burberry lipsticks and just a lot of them. So I'm going to go get that real quick. It's so pretty. I'm so glad. Thank you for recommending that one. Gosh, here it is. And you can see it's just that perfect, it's not too pink, it's not too brown, it's just the perfect color for lipsticks like that. And I wore it yesterday in my Instagram post, and I will put a picture right here. and it just really made a beautiful lip, and it's worked so well with so many. And that is Soft Cameo by Gucci Lip. I think what happened is when Gucci first came out, I bought the Tuscan Storm Eye Quad and I wasn't impressed. Now, and I did buy the Camellia Pink blush, which is gorgeous, and then I kind of just lost interest. And then I got this and this, and now they've got my interest again. But this is going to be good for me right now. This is a beautiful lip combination. So thank you so much, Elizabeth. I've thanked her and we've talked already. But okay, so now I'm going to get into what I bought when we went to Saks. And of course, Brooke got a lot of stuff, but you know, she got the typical, well, I'll tell you, Safu always asks me when I'm coming to see him, when I'm coming in town, and so does Twee. And so I wasn't going to go there that close without stopping in to see him. So I told him it was just going to be Brooke and I, because at first that's just Brooke and I were going. But then at the last minute, John and Will decided they wanted to go too. So, but I told him that it was Brooke. Safu's always wanting to take us out to dinner, and I said, well, you know, Brooke wants to go to Cheesecake Factory. It's her birthday, and we're just going to run in Saks. We're not going to go inside the mall, and then we're going to go on to her stores. So when we got there, him and Twee had a whole dressing room full that they had picked out all kinds of clothes they thought Brooke might like for her to try on. And then in another room they had a cupcake and pink lemonade and stuff for her birthday. And then they also had a gift for her. They gave her the teenage makeup book from Bobbi Brown, and then a bunch of Bobbi Brown stuff like the eyeliner samples and a real pretty lipstick and the Bobbi Brown to go and all kinds of stuff like that. So that just made her feel, she really did feel like a princess that day. I loved it. Then after, you know, Brooke tried everything that she wanted to on, we went over to the shoes. And I will show that in my next video with the shoes and clothes. And then after that, I had already, you know, sent Twee a message on some things I wanted to try, like those samples. And then I ended up getting, I got something, okay, my bag's down here. I was supposed to say, I know I got something really neat. A lot of this stuff I've already been using. But I bought this. I had bought this as a gift before. I think I sent this to Nadine, but I had never bought any for myself. So I bought the Bobbi Brown Beach Body Oil, and I used it for the first time last night because normally I've been putting on tanner after I get out of the shower, but last night, you know, I put it on before I got in the shower, so I was able to use this, and I loved it. It was wonderful. Now, I don't know if I love it as much as, the next thing I'm going to try is the Beach Scrub, and I'll let you know how that goes. But I do love it. It's so just pretty, and I love having body oil on when I get out. And so then, this is something I've been thinking about for a while. A long time ago, years ago, Colleen Rothschild sent me an Hermes bar of soap. I tried to buy another one last night on Sephora, and they were sold out. But so I remembered that, and I wanted a nice, good smelling bar of soap. So when I asked Twee about that, she said that Joe Malone had some. So I smelled all of them when I got there, and this was my favorite, and it is the Pomegranate Noir, and it's, you know, kind of like a boyfriend type scent, and I have been using it and I love it. It was, I think, $20, which is still a lot for a bar of soap, but isn't a lot in the whole scheme of things in spoiling yourself and enjoying your shower. And it smells up your whole bathroom, you know, so nicely. And I really think a lot of you would enjoy this. And what a great gift this would be to put with like a candle and, you know, like just a girlfriend's birthday, you know, something to, you know, something maybe she wouldn't get. So I love this. Love it. It lathers up good. It's not one that you feel like, you know, isn't really getting you clean. It does. And it just, you know, feels so good. Okay, and then this is another Bobbi to go. Then I bought 2 lipsticks from her. One I don't have out here, and I should, but Elizabeth was telling me about the new formulas that they have in the Bobbi Brown lipsticks. I believe it's called Sunday to Monday or Monday to Sunday. And so I was asking Twee about those, and I will have to go see if I can find this. But the one I chose is Pink Tulip. And better yet, I'll find it and I'll put a picture right here of me wearing it. I don't know what the heck I've done with that lipstick. It must be, I looked in my purse. It might even be in one of these boxes down here. So anyway, it's Pink Tulip and it's beautiful. It is a beautiful color like I like. And this is too. This is the one I have on today. This is the Tom Ford Matte. I had never tried these when they came out. I think, was I on my no-buy when these came out? Or when Twee got them. A lot of times I'll message Twee to see if she has something, and if they haven't gotten it yet, I'll just wait until she gets it. And so she mentioned it, and so I got number 3 Pink Tease. And this is what I have on today. And I used it with Plumberry. So it's beautiful. It's a great another blue pink color, but definitely more intense. And even though it's matte, it's not too matte. It's not chalky like, you know, Illamasqua or some of those. So love that. So I think that is all that I bought in Saks from Twee. Like I said, I bought 1 pair of shoes, and then I did buy a dress that I will show you in my next video. And then we went to the other mall. The Streets at South Point was a gorgeous mall, and we don't do the whole mall. We just kind of go in, we've got our system. We go in through Nordstrom and we do a little bit of shopping there, but not really. We kind of go through that main area and go through the makeup, and then we hit the shoes, and then we go on through. And so when I went through the makeup, I was hoping that they had a Burberry counter, but I didn't realize that there's only a few. And the guy that helped me said that he actually helped launch Burberry, and he knew Jamie that I've been working with and everything, and he helped me. I was looking for a blush at MAC that is sold out, and then I wanted to pick up the infamous Ita brush from NARS, and I could not believe they had it. He said they sell out of it a lot, but I have always wanted this. And then when I watched that video that I told you guys about with the turquoise and gold eyes from Lola Marie, Laura is, I believe her name, she used it and she just made it look divine. So I have not used this enough to tell you, you know, that I love it or anything, because I've just been doing my old school contour with my regular brush, but I do want to play with it and see. I just thought I would. Lately I've been wanting to bronze my face. This is more of a contour, and I haven't really been doing that lately, but I am going to try it and I'll let you know. Okay, so I think that's all that I got in the makeup section at Nordstrom, and Brooke didn't really want anything, and we bought her a pair of shoes at Nordstrom, and then we went through the sunglass place hard because they had just sent me a sale that was going on. It was like $100. If the glasses cost X amount, you got $100 off. If they cost X amount, you got $75, you know, like that. And then because I bought multiple pairs, they gave me an additional $25 off of each. So I did that. So I will show you those, and some that I got before this, and some that I ordered because of you guys in my next video. But what I'm going to do is continue on with I'm going to make sure I don't have any makeup, but I did get a gift this week from Isabel in Australia, and she sent me some things I thought I would show you. And one of them was from Isabel, and she sent me the sweetest, most thoughtful card. Look at that, just full of just positivity, and just, you guys are just, I don't know, I always hear people say you guys are the best, but it's true. It's inspiring. It really is. So thank you, Isabel, for everything you said, and thank you for these goodies. She told me about each one, and I cannot wait to do my little combo nails with these. Like I said, she's in Australia, so these are some products that she loves there. And this is, let's see what this is called, High Roller and Skinny Dip. I love both of those names. But look at these nail polishes, and they are going to make the best combo, like one on one hand, one on the other, or mixing it up a little bit. Like you could do even, you know, one on one hand, one on the other, and then do the other color just on one ring finger or something. You don't have to mix it up as much as I did that one day, but I love that. And it's a beautiful nude, and I love the mint green. And I love that the mint green isn't too obnoxious. It's not too crazy. It's still soft and pretty. So she sent me those, and then she said they have an Inglot boutique there. And I thought about wearing this today because it is so pretty, and I think it would look so good with that Gucci lip liner, but I know that colors seem to show up, you know, they just look better in the camera. But this is an Inglot lip cream, and that is not UPS, it's just another big truck. But look at this. I haven't had any of these, I don't think. And it is the Sleeks cream lip paint, and the color or number is 92. What a beautiful nude color. So I will wear this soon and post a picture on Instagram and show you that. And then she sent me one of my favorite products of all time. It is the Paw Paw ointment, and that's neat. So she sent me a smaller one. I can put this in my purse or in my little pouch in my purse. I love this stuff. I have gone through already, I think, 2 big tubes, and then I ordered more from Beautylish, but I ended up sending one of the tubes I had ordered to Nadine in her package. So this is right on time because I'm using the end of my other one. I love it. I use it on my lips, around my nose, like if allergies get me and I've rubbed my nose kind of raw, or you know, I get those breakouts sometimes around my nose and mouth. I'll use it for that. Cuticles, use it on the kids. So everything is Paw Paw. And like I said, they do sell this at Beautylish if you want to try it, because it's awesome. Okay, and then this really cool box. Love it. You know, I love hearts, and I love the bird cages thing is funny. When Brooke was a baby, I was in one of the pet stores. It's like a local pet store, not a big one. I think it's called, I don't even know what it's called anymore. I was going to get cat food because we've always done pretty good about feeding our cats really good food, and they had the most beautiful pink bird cage in there. And we did not have a bird, but Brooke was a little girl, and so I bought that pink, and the door on it was a heart. That's so cool. I didn't even think about that. But the door on the bird cage was a heart. And so in Brooke's room, I'd put that up on a tall lingerie chest and then put some different candles and stuff around it, and it was so pretty. And I think we just took that to Goodwill. I think we just did. I never used it. And when she was little, she could not understand why we didn't have a bird, but my parents have always had birds. So anyway, so that kind of is really neat in itself. And then she sent me this little, let's see, lips mirror kit. And how cute is that? Love it. Okay, yeah, it does like that. Just got this yesterday, so I haven't opened this one up yet. Little cute thing with kitties of, you're going to hook my purse up with, neat, with tissues. And then this, she said, let me make sure because I couldn't believe it. It says the t-shirt was just made for you. Hope the size fits okay. It's going to be perfect. Look at this t-shirt. I love it. It says lip painting tutorial, and it's a spree. That's why I couldn't believe that she had it made. I love this. How cool is this going to look with a black pencil skirt? I know I always say that, but I love it, and I will wear that color lips that day. That looks like Red Russian will be a good one. Or I've gotten some new Burberry red ones that might be like that. But I love this, and the size is perfect because it will be a fitted tee, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And then she sent me an Easter dish towel, and I love it. I love like that old fashion bunny, and this color is what I have in my kitchen, and I love it. It has the little loop on it so I can hang it from the little my knobs. So, and I have like the pewter knobs that'll look really pretty in there. So thank you so much, Isabel. This was so nice, and I loved every bit of it, and I appreciate you thinking of me. I appreciate all of you thinking of me. And right now I'm going to show you someone else who thought about me. It is my friend Crusher Kitty, Teresa. She sent me an Easter finds you surrounded by everything sweet that springtime can bring. In friendship, Teresa. Oh, little chicks. She sent me in there some really neat, Teresa, I don't know how you knew this, but I have been wanting some red sunglasses ever since Brandy Glanville, which Brandy's let me down this season, but anyway, she has those ones that are Louis Vuitton, and you can't buy those anymore, but I love those red sunglasses. And I found a pair that were kind of red at Solstice, but they were Bottega Veneta, and they had the leather on them, and they were very, very expensive, and I wasn't just crazy about them. So if you guys know of any red sunglasses, or if you can help me find these, she cut out some things that she thought, you know, would look like me, and I love those sunglasses. And they're Alexander McQueen, but they don't give the style name, but I would love to find those. And I love everything on this page. I love that Kate Spade purse and the nail polish, everything. It says that lipstick is the Urban Decay Sheer Revolution in Slow Burn. Let's see. The shoes are, I'm going to look at those, Chinese Laundry. The bag is Kate Spade. Sally Hansen Insta Dry Nail Polish in Quick Fire. And then the sunglasses, let's see, they're number 2. AlexanderMcQueen.com for stores. So anyway, love that. And then this. She liked this outfit with the overalls, and then it said back here, it was talking about the blazer. So you guys just pay such close attention and are so thoughtful. So thank you very much, Teresa. And I am going to clean some of this stuff up, and I am going to end this video and come back with my shoes, sunglasses, and clothes haul. So I'll be right back.